is William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We are here at the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board meeting, the agency known as DART to Dallas, Texas residents. As a service to the Dallas community, we plan to cover DART board meetings from gavel to gavel. Public comments are required to keep DART board aware of issues close to the ridership that they may not get through other resources.
Hello, and welcome to the DART Board of Directors meeting. Today is Tuesday, April 12th, 2016, and we will begin our meeting. It is now 6:47 p.m. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the March 22nd meeting. I need a motion, please. And a second. Okay, all in favor of the minutes, please say aye. Aye. Okay, the minutes will stand as written. The next item on the agenda is the public comment period. And general public comments will be allowed at the beginning of each DART board meeting for a total of 30 minutes. And again, at the end of the meeting, when the 30-minute period does not accommodate all persons who have signed up to speak. Individuals who have addressed the board in the past 30 days will be recognized to speak during the public comment period at the end of the meeting. During the public comment period, board members may not interact with the speakers or other board members by asking questions or offering their own comments. Members of the public are reminded that their behavior during DART board meetings is governed by the DART Board Code of Conduct for citizens, news media, and visitors. Personal attacks, impertinent and slanderous remarks, and boisterous conduct will not be allowed. Each speaker will have 3 minutes to address the board. The green light on the podium will indicate when you can begin speaking. The yellow light indicates you have 1 minute remaining, and the red light indicates that your time has expired. The first speaker this evening is Zachary Speed. Zachary Speed. Will you come up to the podium, please? Yes, right here. Thank you.
I really wasn't expecting this, but I was more or less kind of coming to give you some advice or feedback. I didn't really know what to expect here. I don't really know where to start. Long story, I'm having some issues with DART officers, and I have several affidavits and complaints filed and investigations that are supposedly ongoing, and this is to the extreme that I have to go to get some answers, I guess. But I'm just trying to see what could I do to have someone return my call to see. There's a lot of pending stuff that I won't get into, but I'm violating my probation by part of the investigation. And so I've called lieutenants, I've called DART, Internal Affairs, left several messages, and this has been months now. And part of this investigation has violated my probation, which is a felony probation. So I'm gonna, like I said, this is the stream that I have to go to.
Well, Mr. Speed, you came to the right place at the right time. I have someone you can speak to, okay? So I have Deputy Chief, where's Matt Wallen? He's raising his hand back there, so he can visit with you now.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Our next speaker is Jay Carpenter. Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
You failed to sign your card, so when you finish speaking, there's someone going to meet you over in there so we can get your signature on here, okay? Thank you.
I have an issue that happened a couple of weeks ago with the DART train. I was coming from work, and apparently there was like a bomb threat or something, so that I think the Dallas PD that stopped the trains from running, so I couldn't get home. So if y'all could please resolve that issue.
Okay. Lieutenant? Okay, you can visit with him? Okay, he's raising his hand in the back, but you need to sign your card here first, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Okay, we have Mr. Sheridan. We'll get you at the end of the meeting, okay, Mr. Sheridan? Okay, the next item on the agenda is item number 3, and that item will be presented by Mr. Slater.
Yes, Madam Chair. Item number 3 is approval of execution of an agreement between Dallas Area Rapid Transit Bus Service, LGC, and Toyota Motor North America, Inc. to accept a $1 million grant for continuation of transportation service in northern Collin County. That item went before the committee of the whole earlier today and was approved unanimously, and I move approval.
Second.
Okay, well, motion and second, all in favor of number 3, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say no. And I need to state that this was a secondary item and it has passed unanimously. Thank you. Item number 4 came from the Operations, Safety, and Security Committee, and Mr. Hayden.
I have orders for contract award for Glass Glazing, Northern Area Bus Industries, and ARBOC buses. As you mentioned, for safety, and it was approved, and the whole was also approved under for approval tonight.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for item number 4. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say no. Okay, the item passes unanimously. The next item on the agenda is item number 5, which came through the Rail Program Committee. Mr. Strauss.
I'm going to be guided. Turn it on. Item 5 is an increase in the contract authorization for construction management, general contract services for the Southern Streetcar project, traction power substation infrastructure. It was approved by the program committee and the committee as a whole, and I recommend it be approved and make a motion to do so.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for item number 5, which is to increase contract authorization for construction management, general contractor services for Southern Streetcar Extension Project, traction power substation infrastructure. All in favor for the item, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, say no. Okay, the item passes unanimously. Item number 6, Mr. Strauss.
This is an item to increase the contract authorization for construction management, general contractor services for the Southern Streetcar Extension Project for the relocation of existing oak trees. It was approved by the Rail Program Committee and the committee as a whole, and I move that it be approved here this evening.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for item number 6. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, say no. Okay, the item passes unanimously. Item number 7 also comes through the Rail Program Committee. Mr. Strauss.
Item 7 is not on my screen yet, but it will be here shortly, I'm sure.
I'm passing you one.
Thank you. Madam Chair, this is a contract. This is a contract award for refurbishing and installing a closed circuit TV on the light rail vehicles. It was approved by the Rail Program Committee and approved by the committee of the whole, and I move that it be approved this evening.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for item number 7. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposes? Okay, the item passes unanimously. That completes our action items this evening. We do still have a public speaker, and that's Mr. Richard Sheridan.
Good evening, Rich Sheridan. Appreciate being here. The West End train station, and I've spoken briefly to one of your executives, Leroy Cox, about it, and I wanted to flesh it out more. And I'm not the only one. There's been at least one other person to speak about this issue. The West End is a visual blight. It scares some people, commuters and tourists. There's a lot of loitering going on. I was threatened by a loiterer there about 5 months ago. There's always cigarette sales going on. There's always smoking going on, including sometimes marijuana. And by the way, there's a big difference between the train station outside your building and the West End. So if you haven't seen the difference, I encourage you to see the big difference between this train station and that one. By the way, I'm not a racist. It happen to be the people that are causing this situation are black people. But I'm not a racist, just so you know. I'm not afraid to go over there. I think there are other people that have some concerns. So what's the solution? And I just happened to speak to a dog police officer about this, and he or she agreed that this could be a good solution. Separate the train platform area from the pedestrian walk-through area. Put a partition up about 7 feet tall. Half you can see through because, again, there's crime going on. You want to see what's going on in the platform area. And the lower portion could be used for advertising and can pay for itself. Passengers, that they do in New York City, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., London, and other international cities, would swipe their ticket and enter the passenger area. The pedestrian walk-through area, which would be maybe 8 feet wide, would be a no loitering zone. There would be no excuse for anyone to be in that approximately 80-foot long walk area. So the police officer could just look down there very briefly. If someone's there, you walk down. See the sign? That would do a lot to clean up the visual blight and the concern that people have about walking through there. So again, no idea is born perfect. Give it a chance to grow. Thank you.
Mr. Sheridan, we appreciate your remarks. And just so that you know, we have looked at the situation there at West End, and the redesigning of that station is in our planning process.
Yes.
So we do appreciate your comments, and I should say stay tuned, and you begin.
Thanks for the feedback.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That completes our agenda for today. So it is now, okay, we wait a half a second to be 7. Okay, 6:59, the meeting stands adjourned.
Ms. William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We love comments. If you don't like the way Dart is handling things, lay it out for everyone to see. If you like or hate this video, tell us. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, tell us. We even love it when you call. Better yet, like or follow us on Facebook or subscribe to us on YouTube and get instant notices of all our videos the moment they are posted.